Everybody, welcome to Biggie's Auto Live. Little treat for you today. The last live I did was I was talking to you about Pop's Buick. Well, here we are. We're in it. The all original, well, original interior, original paint, which I will show you later in the live. 86 Buick Regal T-Type, which were less made than the Grand National, but the same running gear. So we're here. I let it run a little bit. The battery was a little weak, so I let it idle, got things set up. So why don't we do a driving, and then when we get back, I'll show you the car, and we'll just take in any kind of things. I can't read comments. In the rearview mirror, I see some people. I can't see names, but thanks for checking in. I'll check in with everybody when I'm done driving, but here we go.
I see an A. What's an A? That be Andy or something?
I don't know.
Someone.
So, yeah, this has 34,000 original miles on it. The only thing I don't like about it is the transmission setup. It whines for me, it whines too high, but we will fix that one day, and that won't affect the originality of the car. So we're just going to do a thing of going around the block and letting the battery charge. And we might do one hit when we have ability to. So, but for now, you can hear the turbo maybe a little bit. Levi's with today. He likes to go for rides in here, and I do too. So it's not very often we get to drive this car. So when you're able to, it's kind of a big deal. So I'm going to sit back and let you just listen.
Enjoy the ride. On there, I can't say, but I'm going to say thank you everybody for checking in. I'm going to finish going around the block, and then I'm going to see if I get out, get to people, comments, and answer any questions. The newer stuff has a harsher ride. This car actually has a smoother ride, and it actually handles pretty decent for being considered a boat. Yeah. All right, we're gonna turn up here. We're gonna start heading back. I'm still somewhat afraid to drive this thing simply because of the fact of it's a collector car and I really don't want some idiot smashing into me, but it does need to be driven. Or someone's doing
Well, as long as we're here, we're fine.
I don't think anyone would take it.
No, I'm just more worried about people driving like morons. second gear when you have your foot in it. These things have gone. I know the GNXs, they had a chip that limited them to 140 mile an hour. I think these were, was it 125? My memory doesn't serve me well, and I'm sure somebody will fact check me on this and say, yeah, I was wrong, but yeah. I think it's 125 mile an hour, and then the computer shuts the fuel system down on it. So, but if you would have somebody who's a computer guru and shut that off, I'm pretty sure you could probably get about 140, 150 out of this thing. Top speed. There's a reason why in the 80s, these were the fastest production cars in the 80s. They would just simply, this car could walk away from a Corvette in a quarter mile.
Was it manual?
What's that?
Was it manual?
Ooh.
If you went in the walkaround?
No, but they were fast. They were quick. The Corvettes are fast. They're more made for top speed, where the Grand Nationals were made, and T-types are made for quarter mile and quick acceleration. So in a quarter mile, this thing would beat up a Corvette like no big deal. I don't know if you guys can hear the turbo whistle or not. I'm in regular drive. That's fine. Dad used to always holler about leaving it in overdrive, but it never really hurt anything. Here we go. No, but it did stretch the front suspension. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, we're almost home. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down at the end of our street and get out and do a walk around with you guys and check comments and check in with everybody. Thank you everybody for checking in and live. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't read comments where I'm at. I can see there's comments up there, but I can't read them right now. But I will check. I can see there's people doing comments, but I can't read them.
Should I read them?
We're almost home.
They could have weird sentences.
Yeah, they could.
What is that? A Hellcat?
That was a Charger.
Some people call Chargers Hellcats.
Yeah.
He's turning that way. Coming down that street. Why?
I don't know where this guy thinks he's going, but he's making a mess.
He's kind of crashing.
No.
He's going how fast?
He thinks he'd go through.
What is he doing now?
He thinks he goes through, so he's going to drive through the cornfield. Good luck, buddy. All right, let me pull over here. We're going to get out, and we're going
What is
to
that?
music guy driving on the bypass there.
Oh.
All right, and one thing with these cars, at least the service manager told us when Dad bought this, is you always idle down a turbo car. So I'm gonna let it idle.
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come in your side and I'm gonna grab the phone and then we'll do a walk around.
Can I grab it?
I'll get it. I'll move your seat front and then we'll grab it. All right, guys, here we go. Let me try. All right, and I gotta switch my glasses as well. So you read comments here. Hang on, hang with. Remember my glasses this time, so I can read what's going on here.
Remember when we
Hi, Ashley. I'm okay today, Ashley. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch the camera around here. So this is the car. Like I said, this is the way it was when Dad drove it off the showroom floor back in '86.
Same tires?
Tires are the only thing that's really different.
Oh. Then what were the tires?
They were Goodyear Eagle GTs before then. That's what was on it when it came off the showroom floor. So that's the only thing. Because they wore out, Levi. They went bald, so Dad had to put new tires on. So that's, and then we'll give you guys a look here. There's a blue interior, the original T-type button. So yeah, that is the, and I'll give you guys another, we're going to pop the hood for you and we'll see. It's mostly original under the hood. I think Dad did it. Watch your fingers. Dad did a couple bolt-ons on it. But stock size turbo, stock size engine. He did put a K&N on it. Down there is the intercooler. So that's what we have going on with that. Of course, I'm having trouble flipping it around. But yeah, I mean, the car was never in an accident. It's straight. I mean, like I said, it sat in the garage for so long. So yeah. So, Eden Jose, thank you. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're doing well. Someone who just checked in with the channel. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it idle a little bit, and I might take it back down to the garage and put it away. It's very humid today, so I really don't want to be out in the sun for too long. What I might do, I might pull it up in the driveway and we'll go over some things with the Camaro, right? Did a little bit of stuff with the Camaro. Still working on some details for the race coming up. And watch my glasses, buddy. So I'm driving up here. Really should mow the grass. I was gonna, it's too tall to park the car in the grass. Would be easier, but it's too tall. I'm afraid of fire. Yeah, I gotta trim that by hand.
Why?
I can't get in there with the mower. All right, there we go. All right. So we're going to, I think that's enough idling. I think we'll be all right to shut it down. And we're gonna walk over to the trailer and go over some things we did there yesterday. Probably gonna be hot in there because I forgot to open the back. And I don't have a key. I may have to go get that, but let me see how hot it is in here. Yeah, I mean, probably the lighting, and I'm sure is terrible too, but let me flip it around here. So here we're inside the trailer, obviously with the Camaro. So yesterday, one of the things NHR, well, any track, you can't run coolant because of the fact of the oils that are in coolant are hard to, it's hard to clean up. Like if I would blow, let's say a coolant hose comes off and sprays the track when it has coolant, it takes them a really, really long time to get that up and prep the track. So that being said, they have it where you aren't allowed to run coolant. You have to run just regular water. So that was yesterday's project, was flushing this all out, the radiator. Not only that, now luckily I have an electric water pump on here, so I don't have to run the car. So I had to run that and circulate all the coolant that's in the engine block. So it took like about, I think I rinsed it like four or five times. I had to cycle everything through to get most of the coolant out. So now we have water in there now, water only. So that way, if we are able to go, we have that prepped. There were no leaks and other things. So, hi Ashley, thanks for checking in today. Appreciate it. I also sometime today, I have to do a checklist of stuff I need for my trailer. You see it's a mess, so I got to figure out what I can get rid of, what I need to pack or get or organize yet. I have to go through tools. I'll figure out like what I need to pack as far as Gatorade and things like that to make it through the race days. So that way stay hydrated and nobody has heat stroke. So that's my biggest fear, is heat stroke. Also, just my supply stuff. I'm a little, let's see, if I say I wasn't frazzled, I'd be lying. I'm a little frazzled today. I know it's been a couple days since I did a live, and I'm sorry. Just a lot going on. Just some decision stuff going on. Sorry, my voice is a little off today. I'm doing all right. How you doing, Ashley? And again, thank you for checking in today. I hope I didn't bore people too much with driving the car, but I thought maybe that would be something neat to do for you guys. So yeah. But yeah, it looks like right now I have to look at the schedule, but I'm going to try and do the Super Chevy race this coming weekend. Excuse me. And see how that...
Button on here.
Okay. Yeah, this button is funky on this flashlight. Yeah, I agree. What did she do? Yeah, she did break the button on this thing. Fine. On my flashlight, sorry. Yeah, I'm tired of the heat too. I'm sick of it. I have to pull the battery. Hang on a minute. Emergency fix. Okay, there we go. That's the thing I'm concerned about with the race this weekend. It's a 3-day event, and I'm just worried about the heat. Hi, Jess. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's going to be something I have to take into consideration, not only car prep for the race, but people prep, if you will, as far as having Gatorade and things like that in my trailer to make sure that everybody stays hydrated and safe, and that nobody gets into a medical situation because of that. But that's it. Just see, I mean, I have my flashlight in the way, but you can see I was kind of bored the other day, so I did try and clean up the motor a little bit. So, but it looks like everything's pretty much in place, ready to go. I may need to bleed the brakes one more time in the rear, but they do seem like they're pretty good already. That's that. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, just doing other stuff, trying to sprinkle in race prep, car stuff when I can, and that's sometimes of a challenge. But the big thing right now is going to be getting the trailer and getting things that we need. Just to, I hate to say rations or survival goods, but things you need other than car stuff to, help with people comfort. So that's kind of the next phase of it, and we'll see how that all goes. But yeah. So I'll try and do maybe 1 or 2 more lives this week if I have time, just to he's okay today, Jess. I just saw him this morning. The earlier part of the live, I actually drove his car today, and I did a walk around with his car earlier in this live. I talked to him this morning. He seems like he's okay. He's, he's just sitting watching TV, and, trying to think. Yeah, he was glad I was taking the car out. He says, yeah, it needs to be driven. So he's, I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you. So yeah, he's doing about as good as can be expected for how he is. So yeah, I appreciate the prayers and concerns for him. But yeah, in fact, I'm probably going to end the live shortly here because I want to get down. I want to get the car back because it's at his house. So I want to get that down there for him so he doesn't worry too much. But yeah, I told him I was going to drive the car today just to charge the battery. And I was going to do some video stuff with his car. So he was okay with that. So yeah. But we're going to go put that away. I got to see there's other things I have to get done today. I may get back to working on the Camaro. If I do, it's going to be just nitpick stuff. So I might make that like a live for you guys. I have to now switch my focus from the front of the car to the rear. So yeah. Sure, Ashley. Yeah, you guys, I know maybe every now and then, maybe that was a little too much the other night of sharing. I don't know. I hope not. But it's just something of being real with you guys, of what's going on and things I want to along with the racing and other stuff that's going on. So now this week, like I said, it's going to be a little bit hectic because of the fact, I don't want to say it's last minute, but making the decision. I'm waiting. Hang on 1 minute here. Let's see here. So, hang on a minute, how to take care of that. So, there's usually, I know before, like a month or so before, I decide if I'm going to do Super Chevy. This is like the week of, so I'm kind of scrambling. So this week might be a little hectic. I'm going to try and do some lives for you guys. Today was just kind of... Today's going to be busy because I want to try and get ahead on the everyday life stuff. I want to try and get a handle on that. So that way that gives me more time to prep the Camaro for this coming weekend. So that way we can get some lives down at the track. We can have a good outcome. Perhaps we can go some rounds and win a couple races down there, or a couple rounds, I should say, and see from there what how we do. I still got to find my power cord for my practice tree. I got to get myself dialed in, if you will. And sometimes it's harder to dial in me than it was. It's easier to get the car dialed in sometimes than the driver. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate that. I'm going to have this as a regular video you can watch. So people who jumped in the live a little later might have missed driving Dad's car. So I'm going to have that up. So if you're going to watch like the first half, I think it's the first 12 or 14 minutes is just with the car. And then I can do that. I'm going to put that up so you guys can watch that later. If you tuned in a little late, and that's fine, that's fine. But I may do a live later today on the Camaro here. But like I said, some family stuff I got to take care of, other chores I want to do. And so that way this weekend, I hoping I can do lives from the track, have you guys there as stuff's going on at the racetrack, and just kind of have you guys there and experience as much as you can actually being at Super Chevy in about as close to in person as you can. So yeah, but all right guys, thank you so much for checking in. I'm gonna bow out here as soon as I can get out of the trailer here, because I don't have the back open and it's really stagnant air in here and it's really stuffy. So, and plus I got to get moving on other things and chores I need to get done. If it was up to me, I'd have you guys here all day, but I can't do that. But Ashley, Jess, everybody who checks in and all my lives, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Whoa, almost dropped the camera, sorry. It does mean a lot. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check in and see how the lives are, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to end as I always do, and I forgot, maybe my next live I'll explain why I close the way I do. Just not today, I don't have time, I got to get going. But watch out for each other, take care of each other. We'll see you next time right here on Big E's. Bye for now, guys.